Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. First of all, I've got to say big respect going out to the American fans, right? Because now I know all about this time difference stuff, what you guys got to put up with when you're watching football games, because I'm absolutely knackered. Right? I mean, it was at the skill challenge last night, the MLS All-Stars versus Arsenal, and we get until really, really late. Then I had to wake up after a couple of hours to do the Bias Premier League show, which, you know, their time was about 10 o'clock. For us, it was 5 in the morning, and we didn't get to sleep until about 1:30. And now doing Transfer Daily. But listen, it's all good. But big respect to those fans. But yeah, we were at the MLS Skills Challenge last night. It was, you know what? First of all, right, it was packed. When you think about it, it wasn't a game. It was just Arsenal and the MLS All-Stars, a handful of players in a skill challenge, which is a bit of a unique event. And this place was packed out, just like it would have been for a normal game. It's absolutely incredible. The fans that Arsenal have in the US is phenomenal. And in that skill challenge, I saw Kai Havertz getting a lot of stick because on the sort of volley, you know, the cross and volley, he didn't get one goal, right? And there was a lot of people saying, uh-oh, look at that, how bad he was on that. But listen, if it was just all about these sort of things like skills and that, every freestyler would be a professional footballer. Listen, don't watch that. Balogun was also in it as well. He didn't do that great on the cross and volley as well, but it was Arsenal who won the skills challenge. But on Balogun, I can tell you one thing. He's big over here. You know, obviously he's now a USA international. He's their key striker. And the reception he got from the fans was absolutely incredible. And a really, really big player over here. Will he still be an Arsenal player come the end of the transfer window is what everybody's asking. Every fan that I spoke to over here in the US are all asking the same question. It's really, really split on whether Arsenal should keep him or whether they should cash in on him. But there's a lot of talk in the rumours going around today that Mikel Arteta is going to take a really good look at him during pre-season. He hasn't made his mind up yet. He hasn't decided whether he's going to sell him. He's going to take a really, really good look during pre-season and then make his decision. Of course, a similar thing was done with William Saliba, where when they brought him back off of that last loan, they really took a good look at him and decided that, no, this guy is ready right now to start. So apparently going to do a similar thing with Balogun. So it's not a foregone conclusion that they will cash in on him, although those big offers still loom from teams like Inter Milan, who are really, really interested in him. But as I said, a real star over here in the US. So it was good to see Balogun in the flesh and looking forward to seeing him in the big game that takes place tonight. Now, lots of rumours flying around yesterday. Mohammed Kudus is the latest player to be linked with Arsenal. He's 22 years old, a Ghanaian international, attacking midfielder, very, very good player. Seen him play for Ajax numerous times and always been a problem, always been a very, very effective player. And I've been quite surprised that nobody's come in for him before this. So I remember last season, Manchester United were very heavily linked with a move for Kudus. Of course, he used to play under Erik ten Hag. This season, Brighton have been chasing him at the start of this window, but no offers yet have gone in for him. Now, the Daily Mail are claiming that Arsenal are the latest team to show a big interest in Mohammed Kudus. Kudus, of course, a very versatile player who can play in numerous positions. And this is one thing that Mikel Arteta always likes, a player that's versatile. We've seen him do it with Timber. Now, looking at Kudus as well. Kudus can play as an attacking midfielder. He can also play, anywhere across the midfield, and he can play as a right winger. And we know that, you know, there's a real sort of, you know, dependence for Arsenal on Bukayo Saka. What if he got injured? What if he needs a rest? Somebody like Kudus, who could cover multiple positions, could possibly be a perfect replacement. The only thing is, he would cost a lot of money. The quotes, valuations on him are around about £40 million. Hence why Brighton haven't made a move yet. Brighton are very, very interested interested in him. But will Arsenal going for another Ajax player in Mohammed Kudus? It's going to be really, really interesting to see whether they do going for the Ghanaian international. And on that, maybe if he did come, that would persuade Thomas Partey, his fellow Ghanaian, to stay at Arsenal. Or maybe it could be Thomas Partey, the other way around, persuading Mohammed Kudus to come to Arsenal, because there's a lot of talk today that Partey could be staying at Arsenal. Now, there's a journalist called Fentuo Tahira. He's, I think, a Ghanaian journalist who's reported that he's joined up Thomas Partey with the Arsenal squad. I haven't actually seen that yet. But we'll get to see tonight if he's with the Arsenal squad or not. He did, Mikel Arteta did say that him and Emil Smith-Rowe were going to be joining up during the week. So he could be he's joined up. But talk around, a lot of rumours around today that Arsenal not keen to sell Thomas Partey unless they get a major offer that comes in for him. So if one of them big Saudi Arabia teams come in with like a 50, 60 million pounds, or maybe it was a Juventus with a 50 million, Arsenal would consider cashing in, because, listen, a 30-year-old that you paid £45 million for, you can get all your money back and then maybe go after the next big thing. Maybe they'll do that, but if not, they have no interest in selling. I said this sort of when I first started seeing all the rumours around Thomas Partey, is that my understanding was that Partey himself was the one saying, I'd like to make the move from Arsenal. It's not been Arsenal. You know what I mean? I know there's loads and loads of reports that Arsenal want to sell him, but I've always been told that it's actually more Thomas Partey saying, you know what, I would consider a move away, I want to change. Whereas Arsenal's like, no, actually, we want to keep you. So that seems to back up that, when you hear from that Ghanaian journalist. But let's wait and see. I mean, I think this has got a long way to go. The transfer window shuts on the 1st of September. Still a while to go. And this situation, I'm sure, will be resolved. But certainly, if he goes, we know we have to replace him. For me, a vital player in the team. And personally, I would like to see stay at Arsenal. Arsenal linked with another player today, described as the new Luca Modric. I always love these titles. Well, this title has been bestowed upon Martin Baturina of Dinamo Zagreb. He's 20 and he's a Croatian player. Now, the Daily Express are the ones who've come with this rumour, describing him as a new Luca Modric. He had 48 appearances in all competitions last season, including 11 in the Champions League, had 13 assists, and Arsenal have been scouting him extensively. Now, I don't know a lot about him, but he's from Croatia. As I said, Dinamo Zagreb always have very, very good players that come up through their system. And Arsenal said to be scouting him, said to have been scouting other players at Dinamo Zagreb. And then when they've seen him, they've been so impressed that they've been going back to watch him with the possibility of bringing him to the Emirates. Let's wait and see. He's a very young player, fits the profile. We're really stacked in that midfield area, so another midfielder, but as Mikel Arteta always says, he's on the lookout for real top quality talent. So let's see how that one develops. Martin Baturina. And also, from one sort of age spectrum to the other, because this player's 31, Arsenal linked with a move for Real Madrid's David Alaba. The Austrian international, really, really top player. I'd say a few seasons ago, I would have described him as world class. Probably had a little drop off in recent times, but certainly at his time at Bayern Munich, exceptional player. Real Madrid, he's been a top player. Again, versatile, really versatile player who can, I think he started off in his career, he was playing midfield. Sort of like a box-to-box midfielder. He can play there, he can play as a defensive midfielder, he can play as a centre-back, which is what he does at Real Madrid. He can play as a left-back as well. So he's a very, very versatile and experienced international player, captain of his country. He has been in the past. Now, there's been reports, and I have to say, I was trying to dig deep down into these reports, sort of seem to be emanating from El Nacional, which is a publication over there in Spain that David Alaba could be sold this summer, and he's been linked with a move to Arsenal and also to Manchester United. Now, as I said, 31 now, so not a youngster anymore. I was quite surprised. I didn't even realise he was that old. He's just been on top of his game for so long. Would cost around £40 million, according to the valuation. Now, that is a lot of money for a player who's 31. We've just been talking about Partey, being 30, 31. Even though his quality, I just don't get this rumour. I just don't see this one happening. But few publications reporting on this today, and as I said, seeming to emanate from N Nacional. But £40 million outlay on a David Alaba seems to me to be a little bit far-fetched, but those are one of the big rumours that is going around today. So those are your transfer rumours today. Don't forget to check out all of our content that we're doing over here at the moment in the United States of America. We're here in Washington, D.C. We're going to be at the game tonight, the MLS All-Stars versus Arsenal. Looking forward to seeing some of the new signings, Declan Rice, Jurriën Timber, Kai Havertz. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Maybe Martin Odegaard gets a run out for the first time this season as well. And yeah, check out all of our great content. The vlogs have been epic so far. I see a star emerging in Julian. This guy's incredible, I'll tell you. How are we putting up with him? I don't know. So make sure you check that out. And of course, we're here every single day with Transfer Daily, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you.